been a lot of excitement in South Africa around the US-based magazine, which has been unfaltering in its coverage and unwavering in its quest for journalistic integrity. I'm talking about Rolling Stone magazine, which cuts across racial and economic lines, connecting with its readership through a life-affirming celebration of local and international music, politics, culture, and was founded in 1967, and it remains the world's leading music and lifestyle publication. And the South African edition of Rolling Stone hit shelves this week, and we've got editor-in-chief Miles Keelock with us, as well as Georgia Gardner, the creative director of Rolling Stone SA. Good morning and congratulations. Exciting week for you guys.
It's been great.
Tell me, why did Rolling Stone decide to be get published in South Africa?
Well, that's an interesting one. I mean, for us, it was all about identifying what the need was in South Africa, and we've had, for the last 20, 30 years, a desperate need to start representing South African music, particularly since the new South Africa, So what actually happened is we approached Rolling Stone in the States, and they invited us around to have a chat.
Wow.
And that was literally 16 weeks ago.
That is unbelievable. So 16 weeks it took, and here you've got, first one hit the shelves. Georgia, how does this differ to the US-based magazine?
It's not really that different, actually. I think we've got a broader range of subjects that we cover. But it's got the same production standards, the same ethos.
It's got the same feel. When I picked it up, I was like, wow, it really looks like the international version. You had fun. You were creative behind the scenes. How did you come up with who was going to be on the cover?
Well, that was a collaborative process, really. And once we decided who we wanted on the cover, and I think really...
Yeah, I mean, for me, to be honest, there was no question, we were looking for somebody who embodies the spirit of Rolling Stone and what Rolling Stone means. And that's Hugh Masekela. I mean, here's a guy who's lived life to the fullest. I think in the actual feature article, I actually say he's given it horns.
Yes.
And he still is giving it horns, And he knows who he is, he knows what he wants, And to have him share some of his life story is incredibly important.
Now, Miles, I've known you from my days when I was at EMI Music, and at that stage there were quite a few music publications that have come and gone. What's going to make Rolling Stone last and be on the shelves for a long time?
I think the mix, the kind of long-form, in-depth features that we do run, South Africa hasn't seen it before.
Yeah.
And I think there's something for everyone to read about, And it's important to also communicate that it's about actually getting to know your artists, It's not just about why they're hip right now. It's about exploring their history, their influences, their journey through life, and they'll find, we'll get our readers, no question about it.
Now, talk me through the process. 16 weeks ago, you approached Rolling Stone magazine. They gave you the go-ahead. What happened in the last 16 weeks?
Very little sleep. Lots of conversations. That personally, for me, that's what's been most exciting. It's just about talking to everyone, from musicians, to writers, to photographers, to our brothers and sisters in Rolling Stone in the other 15 countries around the world. It is in Brazil, and South Americans in particular. Shout out to South America. Have given us a lot of support.
Yay.
And actually learning, this is a learning process, I think having Rolling Stone as our sort of parent company, they've been tremendous in actually helping us put this together and make it of the kind of quality that it needs to be.
Now, you're already working on the next issue, I think the second and the third issue already.
Correct.
Want to give us a sneak peek on who we can expect on the cover, or what we can expect from that edition?
We had to keep this Hue cover under immense sort of lock and key, and while I'm tempted to want to do exactly the same thing with the second cover, it is going to be something quite massive. I think it will resonate with the entire South African population. So yes, it is going to be another South African artist.
And there's been great stories in the current edition. People haven't picked it up yet. What can they expect to read?
In the current edition?
Yeah.
Okay, besides Brahu, we've got four...
I see there's a fashion feature with Van Coke Cartel.
Yeah,
Yes.
we pretty boyed them up, which is amazing.
Yes.
They're game for everything.
Yeah.
The new album is called Visbang for a reason. There's also features on the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the rebirth of them. There's a fantastic archival feature, a classic interview with Patti Smith.
And she's got a new album that's just been released as well. I read that in there.
New album, she's got a new book coming as well. We've got an amazing piece from Andrew Feinstein, which is an extract from his new book, The Shadow World, which explores the global arms trade. What else do we have? We've got Lil Wayne, who's dropping into the country next month.
And he talks about what happened to him the last couple of years. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in studio. Congratulations. We're wishing you all the best. We are going to follow your success. And let us know as soon as you've released the news on that next cover of the Rolling Stone magazine. We have 3 12-month subscriptions to give away to you. So all you need to do is SMS WIN, your name and city to 336 33728, and you'll have a year subscription to South African Rolling Stone magazine. It is incredible. So it's win to add your name and city to 33728. We've got 3 subscriptions up for grab. It's now time to go over to Jen Sue, who's got the latest gossip on Ray Neertling's birthday party. Over to you, Jen.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.